Live trained.
What's up, guys? Now I'm going to be talking to you about what can you expect on show day. It's a lot to take in, but it's actually quite simple. So when you show up for your show, or let's say you're going to watch a show, it is comprised of two parts: the prejudging, or the morning show, and the finals, which could also be the night show. In the prejudging, that is the most important part. That is where the actual judging is done. That's when your physique is going to be compared to the others. And when you go into the finals, it's more of a show for the fans and the audience. You're going to do a posing routine. You're going maybe re-compared. But in the prejudging, that is going to be where you bring the best package. You're going to walk out in a whole group. And usually with every show across the United States in the MPC, it's usually the same format. You're going to walk out in a whole group. That's going to be the initial look at the judges. That is going to be very important for you to make the biggest impact, for them to remember you for what's going to be called the call-outs. Now, in the call-outs, that's when everybody is compared. So let's say you have a group of 20 competitors in the show. You have the initial groups come out, you guys are placed on the side, now your call-outs are coming. The call-outs are very critical to know where you're going to place and where you're going into the finals. So let's say you made first call-out. First call-out is where you want to be. It can range anywhere from 5 to 7 people, depending on the size of the show, but I'm going to talk about the 5. So if you're in the first 5 call-out, you're pretty much guaranteed a spot into the top 5 in your show, and everybody's going to be lined up on stage. If you're in the middle, or you're splitting middle, you're either first or second, and then it works outward, third, fourth, and fifth. It is very important to make sure you're nailing your poses in this call out. You're being energetic, you're showing energy. And remember, you're going to be tired. Bodybuilding, you're not going to be energetic. You're at very low body fat. You may be dehydrated. And there's an audience watching. The judges want to see you put on a show. Show the judges that you're there to compete and that you want to win. I watch a lot of shows today. It looks like some people don't even want to be up there. Go up there, have fun. You're only up there for a few minutes. It goes by like that, guys. Months of preparation, years of preparation, and it goes by really quick. So going into that prejudging, very high energy, bringing the best package you could is going to be critical for ensuring your spot in that top 5 or winning. And I'm going to say it to you guys, the goal is always to win. That was my goal when I was competing. That's my goal with all my athletes, is to win. Remember, it's a competition. You're going to see a lot of people today talk about just competing just to compete. I don't believe in that. I think everybody should strive to be at their absolute best when it comes to competition in any sport, no matter what it is. So let's say you're into your prejudging, you get into the top 5, or you don't. Everybody has to show up for the finals. So you're going to have a few hours in between the prejudging and the finals. You can actually tweak things a little bit, see if you can come in a little bit sharper for the finals, which is the professional thing to do even as an amateur. It is unprofessional to completely go eat whatever you want, drink a ton of water, go off your plan, thinking that the night show doesn't count. The judges remember these things. The audience remember these things. And two, you want to look your best standing on stage, especially in your posing routine, and there's also a chance that you're going to be re-compared at the night show. At the amateur level, it's very rare. National level, it's very common. And at the pro level, it always happens. But right now, we're talking about the amateur level. You're going into the finals. You're going to go out. You're going to do your posing routine. Let's say they don't do a re-comparison, but you will be awarded your award at the night show if you made the top 5, because only the top 5 is going to get an award. Anybody outside of that, you're not getting anything. So show up to win, place your best, and have fun with it is most important. Now, how can you enter a bodybuilding show? As I said previously, you have 2 organizations underneath the same umbrella, the NPC and the IFBB. If you're an amateur, which you are possibly if you're watching this, you're going to be competing in the NPC at the regional level to start. Remember, it's like a ladder. You have your regional level shows, then the national level shows where you can possibly compete to win a pro card, and then the IFBB. Pretty much anybody can sign up for an amateur bodybuilding show. You may go to a show and see some people on stage that may have looked like they haven't dieted. That's because anybody can sign up for it. It's that simple. So I don't encourage that. I don't agree with that whatsoever. So if you're looking to compete, find a show in your area. Everywhere across the United States, you're going to find shows, no matter what area you're in. It's very rare that you're going to have to travel far to compete at the regional level. There's hundreds of shows. All of them are really well put together. Do your research, too. Maybe you want to travel and compete. Maybe you want to see if the competition is different somewhere else. It's completely up to you. But remember, don't stress that with your first show. Go in there to win. Go in there to place your best. And you may get the national level qualification, which leads into Maybe you want to go pro now. That's going to take some time. It is not an easy road. It does not come quick whatsoever. It takes years for some. Some people get to the national level stage and never go pro. I'm going to be totally transparent with that. But once you get your national qualification, then you want to be sure to have a coach or somebody that can guide you along to make sure that you're ready to go to the national level stage. You're going to have to travel to go there. There's 4 main national level shows in the United States currently. It's going to be the USA's in July in Las Vegas, the North Americans in Pittsburgh at the end of August, the Nationals, which is usually November or December, depending on wherever they place it, and then the Team Universe, which is usually at the end of June. All these shows, you can actually compete for a pro card. They are extremely competitive. You have some of the best in the country, in the world at these competitions, so it's not something to take lightly. But to get there, you're going to have to qualify. So whatever amateur show you enter, you want to make sure that there is a qualification there. Some shows don't always offer a qualification, and this qualification can range from top 5, top 3, or first in your class. It has become a lot more common because there's more shows for more qualifications to be available. So be very mindful of that if you're looking to go into a national level show. Always do your research on where you want to compete, and as I say with everything involved in bodybuilding, so have fun, guys. Tune into the next video because we're going to talk about posing. See you guys soon.
Live trained.